Okay, we are glad to welcome Jim Cavnar back to This Is the Day to talk about this year's Box of Joy. Jim, thanks so much for being with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. It's great to see you again
Thank
there,
you.
Jay, and meet Kevin. So it's like you two guys get along really well.
It's all an act.
Yeah, depends on the day. Well, Jim, could you give a brief overview of what Box of Joy is?
Box of Joy is a program we launched in 2014, enabling families to pack a little shoebox-sized box with toys, gifts, school supplies, a little bit of candy. In that box, they can put, in things that for a child the age of their children or other children. And the boxes are then, we collect those, we send trucks to pick them up, bring them to our warehouse in Miami. And from there, they get shipped off to 7 countries: Guatemala, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Grenada, Honduras, distributed among children who are very, very poor, and who I can tell you from having visited there and talking to their parents and grandmothers and teachers, these are children who never get a Christmas gift. They've never gotten Christmas gifts. And it enables a family in the U.S. to provide a surprise and a great Christmas gift for a child overseas.
Now, being here in September, it's sometimes hard for people to take a grasp about Christmas coming up, but it's very important to start planning. I know for Cross Catholic Outreach, it's big plans for Christmas and to bring, as you mentioned, some of these gifts to the world's poorest children. What can you tell us about some of the Christmas plans, Jim?
Well, the reason we're talking about it now here in September and October, this is a time when schools and parishes and Knights of Columbus councils and other Catholic groups are signing up to participate in Box of Joy this year. It all comes together the second week of November. That's when all the boxes are collected and picked up. And so now is the time when the schools and the organizations are getting involved. So they can contact us through boxofjoy.org. We have a special website for the program. And at boxofjoy.org, they can sign up. We'll send them everything they need, even the boxes, and you fold them up and you got a beautiful little shoebox-sized box, and with all the instructions and how to organize it. So last year, we had 1,200 Catholic churches, parishes, and groups participating, and the goal this year is 1,500. Wow. Last year, 106,000 boxes went overseas to bless the little children, and this year we're aiming for 144,000. So that's great. If we get anywhere close to that, we're going to pass 500,000 in the total number of boxes of joy that have blessed kids overseas.
I can't imagine, Jim, trying to gather up those gifts and then trying to send them all out. How do you do it? What type of network do you have?
Well, we rely upon local volunteers. It's a great way, for a volunteer in a parish to help organize it. So it's all done by local volunteers, and the parish will set a goal. Let's say we're going to do 300 boxes this year. And then one of the parishes in the town or one of the schools will be the drop-off point. So any other parish or school or individuals participating, will drop them off in that first week of November. They get put on a pallet. We have freight trucks come and pick them up, bring them to our warehouse. And then we have hundreds of volunteers in our warehouse working on shifts all day long after they arrive in the second week of November. And they go through and screen, make sure that there's things in the box that are okay. Like if you put chocolate in there, it'll melt. You'll have a puddle in the bottom because these things are going to go on ships and be in containers sitting on docks and in warm countries, and no liquids because they can expand and leak, and no war toys because that's too dangerous in these countries. But and we also put in a rosary and a little coloring book about the life of Jesus into every box. So our volunteers do all of that, put it in cartons, put it in a big container, and then off it goes. And so one container, 40-foot shipping container, will have 8,000 boxes in it. Wow. And then that'll go to, let's say Guatemala, and maybe, 5,000 go to one diocese, another 5,000 or, to another. And from there, they're distributed by Catholic schools and parishes, to the children in their neighborhood. Not only the kids going to the Catholic school, but all the kids, around there.
And I know, Jim, you've been on the ground and been able to hand out the Box of Joys as well. Could you just maybe talk about what that experience is like to give these gifts to the kids?
Well, that's a blast. The kids are thrilled. And so what we'll usually do, like maybe I'll be in a Catholic school and be in the classroom, with the kids. And we pass them all out and say, now don't open them yet till everybody gets their box. And then on cue, they all can open them. And then it's chaos. Everybody's pouring through their boxes and picking things up, And I'll go around and I'll ask them, hey, what's your favorite thing in the box, And one time a little boy, first grader, holds up his toothbrush. That was his favorite item. This was in Haiti back a year ago. And the girls always love the soaps that are scented. So my wife and I, we pack 5 boxes every year, one for each of our kids. I mean, they're all grown now, but one for each of the children we raise. And we always go buy some lavender scented soap to put in the girls' boxes because we know that they love that kind of thing. They never would get that, otherwise. And so it's a lot of fun. And pretty soon the kids are trading. They're trading. I'd like that. Okay, we want this. And they're trading back and forth. And so they all go off, with the thing that they really wanted. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, Jim, how can our viewers help out this year and assist in reaching even more children during Christmas?
Go to boxofjoy.org. There's some great videos. You can see kids unwrapping and all of that. Go to boxofjoy.org and see what you could do. Maybe you could sign up your parish or get your school interested. Maybe you could be the leader, the Box of Joy leader for that particular church or parish. Or if you can't get your parish or school, you know where that can be done, you can do it anyway. All you have to do is make a contribution, and we'll pack the box for you and then send it out in your name. So you don't, sometimes people will pack it and ship it to us, but if they'd like, we can do it for them. We get our volunteers to pack it. So just go to our website, boxofjoy.org, and there's a lot of different ways you can participate.
Jim, thank you as always, and have a great day.
Thank you, Jay. God bless you all.